Hello students, welcome to 6th class of Modern Business Law. In our previous class, we have discussed the definitions of contract. Then we have started the discussion about essentials of a valid contract. We have seen that what is the first essential? Agreement is the first essential element of a valid contract. Second essential element is intention to create legal relations. In that, we have discussed important case study on that point. We have discussed important case law, that is Balfour versus Balfour. Now, today we are going to talk about the third essential element of a valid contract, that is free consent. Now, what does it mean by free consent? So whenever an agreement comes into existence, in order that that agreement should become a contract, it is necessary that there should be a free consent of both the parties to the contract. Now what is consent? Consent means giving an approval, permission, or agreeing for something, that is called as consent. So when parties enter into contract or agreement, they should enter with free consent. Free consent of all the parties to an agreement is another essential element of a valid contract. Consent means what? Consent means that the parties must have agreed to enter into contract. So that means parties should be ready to enter into contract or agreement. They must have entered into agreement out of their own wish and will, that is called as consent. It is said that we can say that there is no free consent. When we can say that there is no free consent, when the agreement is induced by, when the agreement has come into existence due to coercion under section 15, undue influence section 16, fraud section 17, misrepresentation section 18, or mistake under section 20, 21 and 22. So if there is element of anything of these five elements, if a consent is given because of coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation and mistake, then we can say that it is not a free consent. So we are going to study these coercion, undue influence and all these points in detail. We have different small subtopics we have to study later. Now here only we will discuss from the viewpoint of essentials of a valid contract. So there is no free consent if agreement is induced by either of these five elements. If the contract is vitiated by first four elements, vitiated means the contract has become defective or the contract has become defective because of first four elements, or the contract has spoiled because of the first four elements, then the contract would be voidable. And if the consent is given because of fifth element, that is mistake, then the contract will be void, not enforceable at all, totally void. The contract would be voidable if the contract is vitiated, means spoiled or affected by first four elements, that is coercion, undue influence, fraud and misrepresentation. Then the contract would be voidable. Voidable means what? Voidable means it will be enforceable at the option of the party whose consent has been so caused. Voidable means the contract will be enforceable only at the option of the party whose consent is not a free consent. Example of it, we'll take one example of coercion. A threatens to shoot B if he does not sell the goods worth rupees 50,000 for rupees 10,000. B agrees to sell the goods under the threat. So here A says to B that if you will not agree to sell those goods which are worth 50,000 rupees to me for 10,000 rupees, I will shoot you. Then B says that yes, I am ready to sell those goods to you for 10,000 rupees. B has given a consent. Yes, there is a consent, element of consent is there. But can we call this consent as a free consent? No, it is not a free consent. B gave his consent because of the threat, because of the physical force which is used by B. So this is not a free consent. So the consent of B is caused by coercion. So there is an element of coercion, use of force is there, and the consent is not free consent. Therefore, the contract will be voidable at the option of B. Now, what is voidable? Voidable means B will have two options, either to go as per the terms of the contract. If he wants to sell the goods to A for 10,000 rupees, he can do so. If he wants to get that contract cancelled because of the coercion, because of the force which is used by A, he can do so. Means B will have two options. Either he can go as per the terms of the contract, or he can get that contract cancelled at all. Next essential element of a valid contract is contractual capacity. So as per section 11, the parties to an agreement must be competent to contract. They should have the capacity, or they should be competent to contract. If the parties to the contract are not competent to contract, then the contract cannot be enforced by a court of law. A contract cannot be enforced means what? That contract will be void. Void means not enforceable by law, as if that contract has not come into existence at all. So contractual capacity section 11 says that the parties to an agreement must be competent to contract. If they are not competent, the contract will be void. Void means not enforceable by a court of law, as if that contract has not come into existence at all. That means null. Section 11 of Indian Contract Act 1872 specifies that. Section 11 says that who are the parties who are competent to contract? Section 11 says that every person is competent to contract, provided the condition is that. Then who is a person who is competent to contract? The first is the person who is of age of majority, the person who is of sound mind, and a person who is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. So section 11 says that every person is competent to contract. The condition is that he is of age of majority, he is of sound mind, and he is not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. Now, as per section 11, who is incompetent to contract? So from this we can come down to conclusion that the person who is a minor, the person who is lunatic, means a person who is of unsound mind, then idiots, drunkards, alien enemy, then convicts, insolvents. These are the people who are incompetent to contract, and they are not competent if they enter into contract or agreement. Such agreement will be void. Void means not enforceable at all. Not enforceable means if the person goes to the court of law, the court will not consider that there is any contract or not. It will not be a valid contract. Thank you.